Welcome back to the class. So in the previous class we have studied transportation in the animals, that is human body we have taken as an example, and now we shall see how transportation takes place in the plants. The importance question. What are the transport tissues in the plants? The question may be asked in some other way. What are the conductive tissue in the plants? So xylem and phloem are the conductive tissues, conducting tissues in the plants. Xylem transports water and minerals from the soil through roots. So water from the soil enters into the roots, and xylem will transport the water and minerals from roots to the upper part of the plant, that is leaves, where actually the process of photosynthesis will take place. And phloem is another conducting tissue which carries or which transports the synthesized food material from the leaves. So leaves are called food factories where food is synthesized, and the synthesized food is transported. So it is in the form of dissolved form. So phloem will transport the dissolved form of the food from the leaves to various parts of the plant, and it will get converted into starch and stored in various parts of the plant, stem, leaves, various parts of the roots, etc. So that is xylem conducts water and minerals from the soil and takes it to the leaves, whereas phloem conducts synthesized food material that to various parts of the plant, and it is stored in different parts. That is the part of the transport tissues. And how water from the soil enters into the roots. Or the question may be asked, which process helps the entry of water from the soil into the roots? So that means, so the water enters from the soil into the roots. How means by a process which is called as osmosis. So what is osmosis? Osmosis can be defined as the movement of when two solutions of different concentrations are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. Movement of molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration will take place till both the concentrations become equal. That is called osmosis. So the concentration of ions is less in soil water when compared to the cell sap, that is cytoplasm of the cell. So that is why water from the soil moves into the cell, root hair, and how far till both the concentrations become equal. And from the root hair, it will go to the epidermis, and epidermal cells. The concentration is higher when compared to the root hair, and so the water from root hair enters into the epidermis, and the next it will enter into the cortex, and the next enter into the xylem. So xylem contains xylem vessels, tracheids, etc. And xylem sclerenchyma gives mechanical support to the plant, and so this xylem vessels they will help in the upward movement of the water. Root pressure is a phenomenon which helps in pushing the water column upwards. That is another thing. So xylem vessels in the root pressure helps in upward movement of water, and in the same way transpiration is another process which helps in maintaining continuous water column in the xylem vessels. You know what is meant by transpiration? Transpiration is through stomata water will escape in the form of vapor. So transpiration helps in keeping the upward movement of the water without breaking the water column. So when the water from the soil enters into the root hair, epidermis, cortex, and then enters into the xylem. So through xylem vessels, xylem tracheids, the upward movement of water will take place. That is another thing. So in this way, by means of osmosis, the water from the soil enters into the xylem vessels. And phloem will transport the synthesized food material. That is called translocation. So that means the synthesized food material is transported to different parts of the plant. It is in a dissolved form, and then it will get converted into undissolved form. That means it is stored in various parts of the plant. So now we can see what is the difference between transpiration and translocation. So transpiration is the process where the water escapes from the stomata in the form of a vapor. That is called transpiration. Translocation means the synthesized food materials are transported to various parts of the plant, and the food materials are in dissolved form, and phloem, that means the phloem vessels are present, companion cells are present, phloem parenchyma is present. Xylem and phloem are, they are not simple tissue, they are complex tissues. So the phloem tissue will help in the translocation, that means the transportation of food materials to various parts. Transpiration is only unidirectional, that means from lower part of the plant to the leaves, from the leaves in the stomata it will escape. But translocation is a process bidirectional, that means the transport of food material will take place upwards and also downwards, various parts of the plant. That is the difference between transportation and translocation. So these are the important questions and answers that may be asked in the transport system of plants. So plants, the transport system, that is xylem and phloem. These are the two tissues. So xylem helps in transportation of water and minerals from the soil through roots. The xylem vessel conducts the water and minerals to the leaves, upper part of the plant, where actually the process of photosynthesis takes place. And phloem transports the synthesized food materials to various parts of the plant, and then they get stored. That is translocation. So these are the important things that are to be discussed in transportation in plants. Okay, so this is very small chapter, and hopefully you may get one or two questions in the examination. So if you have any more further explanation, please let me know. Okay, thank you.